Chapter 4, Swagger Field of Classic Cars. The morning after last night's celebration, Linso and Rita took Luna, Lana, and Loie to an open field outside of Royal Woods after breakfast. They also picked up Luna's band, the Moon Goats, to cut to the chase right away, including Shane Loud, who got his driver's license last year. Linso and Rita agreed to Loie and Sam to reconsider unless they show Luna and Lana on how they felt before they got their driver's license, even before they got married. Linso is handling the wheel while Luna sits in the back next to Sam, Lana, and Loie, with the others sitting in the way back. She couldn't even be thrilled with the rough breakfast she and Lana had before leaving. Luna, we don't usually do this, but decades ago, we didn't have cars that were all that fast, Rita toned back. We may enjoy the sport of racing, but not as much as you, Lana, Linso added. It's still a once-in-a-lifetime dream to be in a race, Lana spoke. True, but I'm not believing that Bobbie Fletcher will allow you to participate at a very young age, Rita added. Even my parents wouldn't allow me to perform on stage until I turned 11, Sam said. Aren't you on my side? Luna blinked. Not completely. Luna, we were excited that you got your driver's license, but racing is the last thing we expected from you, Shane Loud commented. Not to mention, it's better to take us to places in the car rather than riding on one motorcycle that's for only one person, Sully added. I wanted me and Sam to ride on a motorcycle together, Luna turned around. I can drive a car and a motorcycle if I can. You can only pick one vehicle with a budget that works, Rita said, which is why we're going to an open field where most of the old cars we had back then are currently on show. We may have Vanzilla, but it doesn't change the fact that we had other options for cars, Linso added. You can't have one option when there's 100 more cars, Shane added. With Luna and Lana listening to everyone inside Vanzilla, they tried to see the point of view of what they really mean. Soon, they arrived in the open field where big lines of cars were parked on the grass. Linso parked Vanzilla on the grass with everyone coming out. This is a car show, Shane walked up to Luna. My parents took me to one of them before I got my license. Did it help you find the car you really wanted? Luna asked. A little bit. The point is, cars can have personality and give the person who's driving it charisma. Racing cars does give you charisma, Lana chimed in. We know, Mazzy added. We're not here to find you a racing car. We're never going to do that, Linso retorted. We're giving you a choice before you make a bad one. It's not that hard, Rita added. Can we just go to the car show to get this over with? Luna replied. You're not making me feel like I want to drive an old school car. You will once you see them. The group made their way to one of the entrances of the car show. The wall they picked is the cars from the 1980s during Linso and Rita's childhood. From older types before CD players exist, along with wood being the exterior and interior detailing. Linso and Rita's childhood memories are all coming back to them. Before we got our driver's license, we always thought of the prestige of fancy cars, Linso said. There were car accidents back then, but not as many as in the present, Rita added. They're right, my mother's car isn't as fancy as these cars, but she wouldn't risk getting into a car accident, Sam commented. Also, when my dad showed me the cars he wanted, the fancy one with the gold tires gave him charisma, Shane added. Too much charisma if you ask me, Maisie replied. So why can't we go to the cars with flames on them, Luna offered. If I had to pick with style, it wouldn't hurt to leave an impression. Also, Lana thought, you do know that car shows do have race cars, right? Both Linso and Rita flinched, knowing they would at least walk past one race car from past decades. Yes, we know, Rita replied. Can't we just think about cars that don't speed on racetracks? Linso added. We would, if you didn't make us starve last night, Luna retorted. I've been dreaming of food car racers because of it. You really had to take the food away? Rita glared at her husband. It turned the celebration into a possible car accident if we found out later, Linso replied. Again, I got my driver's license just last night, Luna reacted. Sully and Mazzy covered Luna's mouth, preventing any attention from everyone from the car show. How about we go to a wall of vans similar to Vanzilla? Lowy offered. While Linso and Rita agreed to Luna's point, they took the group to the wall of vans made from the 70s and 80s. While they're decorated on the outside, unlike Vanzilla, it still brought back memories in Linso and Rita's life. We know you're never buying a van, but without it, we wouldn't have memories wherever we go, Linso looking at the shine from one of the vans. Sacrificing a fancy car was painful in the heart, but we would only have 2 to 3 kids riding in the back, Rita added. Not that I would have been the lucky one for being the third child, Luna crossed her arms. But I've only driven Vanzilla 3 times and they're all from last night. She then walked up to the other vans, one of which having flames. I was focusing on the road and the only gift I got from it is feeling the wheel whenever I control it. Luna, driving the car isn't the same as playing guitars, Sam replied. If I get that feeling, I would be better off becoming a race car driver. That's the point, Lana chimed in. I do like Vanzilla, but when I'm getting my driver's license at your age, I couldn't keep my mind off of racing. So you would rather floor it on the road? Sully asked. I was thinking of doing it on the highway. That's worse, Shane commented. Luna, when I drove for the first time, it was exciting for a while, but down the line, it's your responsibility to keep it in control at all times, Rita replied. It's great you did well last night, but every day from here on out, it's a different chapter of its own, Linso added. Secondly, if there was a high-speed chase and you're not the criminal, you could give in. Luna signed after hearing the confession. That is, if I robbed a bank, which I wouldn't give in. We're just trying to help. If you were willing to help, you would have known how expressive I am, Luna replied. I need to be alone. I'm still depressed about last night. She left the group on her own while getting out of the wall of vans, finding another wall that interested her. Linso and Rita felt disappointed in her third child's state of mind. We seriously need to talk more sense into her, Rita replied. What do you want her to feel? Lana asked. Was it really a good idea to make her feel like this? Mazzy added. We wouldn't be here if she and you, Rita pointed at Lana, had never signed the contract. I also signed the contract, Sam chimed in, and a part of me really wants her to succeed. Succeed? As in getting the motorcycle? Yes. This is getting worse and worse, Shane replied. Why can't we just stick to our original plan? Loey looked up at the sky. Luna entered the wall of motorcycles. Despite her parents refusing to have her buy a motorcycle, they didn't say anything about not going to see motorcycles. She can hear people riding them from the outside of the fields even when coming here. Even if she tried to ignore them, it's only gonna make her want to enter the race more, as if it wasn't enough that classical vehicles didn't make her reflect. "This is hopeless," she spoke. "I would have been excited to be here if I was participating for the race." From the end of the wall where she came in, her family and band saw her. They were close to catching up to her in concern of almost losing her in the car show. When Luna looked away from the motorcycles, she saw Mick Swagger walking on his own while wearing a purple race car outfit while holding onto a helmet. "Mick Swagger? Luna love," he smiled. "What brings you here?" "My parents took me here to show me what type of car I want." "You finally got your driver's license?" "Yes, if I can show you my driver's license." When Mick witnesses Luna's family, including Sam and the Moon Goats, it wasn't hard for him to catch on. "Did you get yourself into a dangerous car accident?" "No." She then closed her eyes while being honest with her biggest idol. "Me and my sister Lana entered the Royal Woods Raceway because of a really great motorcycle for rewards. I didn't tell my parents until last night when they found out." With her excitement turned to emptiness, it still felt good to let it out instead of lying. Mick Swagger believed what she said, but unlike her parents, he wasn't disappointed. If he was, he wouldn't be here in the first place. "Luna love, I want you to know that I admire cars of any type, but I love race cars just as much as sailing. I'm close to coming across old school race cars if you want to see some." "I can't. My parents won't allow me." "Including Lana?" "Yes. She is a huge fan of racing, especially Bobbie Fletcher." This causes Mick to remember his time when he watched Bobbie in person. "I remember watching her races that I attend," he replied. "Her passion for racing felt the same way as we felt in music. I would have seen the passion from her if I actually attended her races." Not everyone's gonna be a professional race car driver. He then noticed Lana still depressed, which caught him on after Luna told him her name. "This is gonna be shocking, but I'm gonna host the Royal Woods Raceway." "You are?" "I'm gonna help Bobbie raise more money for the event. Maybe I could perform after the race is over." As if it wasn't enough for Luna, Mick Swagger hosting the event felt like a dream clashed into Lana's, which made it hard to enjoy the car show. What are you trying to help me with?" "Giving you more heart and passion to convince your parents to have you and your team enter." He then walked past her, stopping in front of Luna's family and band. She's never having the mindset of a deranged speeder. As Rita and Lindsay can tell what the conversation Luna had with Mick, they tried to be crystal clear with the famous singer. "Mick," Rita spoke, we are gonna see her drive soon. It's just last night we had a celebration for her getting her license, and when we heard about the contract, we did it for her best interests." Lindsay finished. "I don't blame you, but you know I'm right." Mick smiled. "I believe you," Lana replied with Mick looking down. "You know me and Luna having something in common with famous people like you and Bobbie." "I'm sure you do, mate." Mick turned his attention back to Lindsay and Rita. What they have in common the most is making their once-in-a-lifetime dreams come true. Don't act like you never had dreams coming true. Lindsay reflects on opening his own restaurant, while Rita reflects on how the Louds helped her husband, despite overwhelming him. Not that they need to help Luna and Lana's dream if they can handle it on their own, but they made up their mind to give them a chance. Okay, we're setting things straight with Luna once we leave. Rita smiled. You mean, Lana wondered. You're not entering yet. We'll make up our minds once the day's out, Linso filled in. Good deal, Loie commented. Can I still be part of this? Sam replied. You signed the contract. Just wait before you support our third oldest daughter, Rita said. You can join us while we're giving Luna a chance, Linso added. But it isn't gonna be like how we view it on Loie and even Lenny's driving. Luna walked up behind Mick Swacker as she slowly smiled. I can prove to you I'm not a reckless driver. You gave the teacher the approval, you show your parents your one and only race car token love. Mick then lifted Lana up while wrapping his arm around Luna. I know you're gonna join the race. You have 2 weeks to go. With the family and band watching Mick putting Luna and Lana together, it's only the beginning before Linso and Rita give their approval to have them enter the race. However, it's not stopping them from watching Luna drive after getting her driver's license yesterday. It may be a long day today, but it won't compare to the next 2 weeks before the biggest race comes to life.